Hello. I'm not sure if my guest will be here, but I want to talk about this. And I wanted to do a slideshow like I've been doing on my videos for movies, but it just became so overwhelming. And I'm like, no. So I'm going to do this, me talking about it. Because I don't want to just talk about protection spells. I want to talk about the history of it, and y'all and people really don't know the history of protection magic. Um, some of it I'm sure won't surprise y'all, but did you know back in the old days when they had protection spells, it was Christian people had these things called witches' balls, and they would fill them with stuff to keep witches away from their house. Yeah, that's how it started out. And most people don't know that, but me being me and wanting to learn stuff, I definitely knew that about that. But it's like somebody told me, I want to start out with protection spells, and I'm going to talk about something. A lot of people will say that you should read. No, I disagree. Get a few books, all on protection spells, and look at them, see what resonates with you, and then that's the first thing you should do. And that's all you're going to do is read. And there's all kinds of protection. And people don't realize it. You can draw a painting and make a protection out of it. You can scrying mirrors. They, most of them, the ones that are made, not the ones you buy at the store, but the ones that are made, actually have protection spells into them. Um, I have scrying mirrors. I will never show them. Well, I have one that I've showed on the thing, but it's a black onyx ring, and that's just a crystal that is a black mirror that I scry into. But actual scrying mirror that I've made three. They all have protections in them. It's very good to connect with spirit world. But you damn well better have protections in it, because if you don't, you might be fucking around with some person that hates you or a demon. And it's alright and good to fuck with a demon, but unless you really want them fucking you over, you put protection on this stuff. Um, there are sigils that you can write out for protection, and there's certain crystals that have a lot of protection in them. And you know what color is the best for protection? It ain't white, it's black. Use black because it dark energy goes right through it and bounces back to the person. And the only way you can use clear quartz or white crystals or anything to do with white, you have to be some pretty powerful with magic to be able to pull it off. Can I? Yeah. Most people can't. There are certain chants and spells you can say that will enchant barriers around your home and that will protect you. Most people know most of the herbs, but I'm going to talk about some. I'm going to talk about the ones that everybody knows are good for protection. I'm also going to talk about the ones that most people don't. Um, Rosemary, one knows that's a good herb for protection. Basil, bay leaves, sage, Palo Santo. That's why they're used in cleansing. Apple is another. When I say herbs, most witches call anything an herb. Food, drinks, plants. It's easier. Um, Anything that has thorns on it, like blackberries, roses, they are good for protection. Hello, Jen. People don't ever think about this, but lavender. Purple is connected to divinity, to higher. It's also considered a royal color because it's the color is well. This is probably going to sound obvious, but another good one for protection, and this is why they the wise men gave it to Jesus, is frankincense and myrrh. They're protective. It just popped in my head, but yeah, it really is. I mean, this is good for protection, and for people that don't know what this is, it is marshmallow root. Not to be confused with what you have with marshmallows, because you don't use this for that. I mean mallow root. Let's see. Anything that is associated with healing is also associated with protection. Obviously, if it can heal you, it can protect you. Here's some things that people do not think of when they think of protection. Pepper. When I say peppers, I mean like cayenne, banana peppers, chili peppers, stuff like that. There's these peppers that are dried out that you can get at the grocery store. They are great for protection. One bothers you in your home, and you have that around your house and like jars with your protection jars. They are. It's gonna pack a punch and leave them on the back. Rusty nails, like I said, thorns. Anything rusty. You don't need it anyway. Put it into a jar and put it around your house. What's really great, you want someone to get, especially if it's a spell for protection that you're trying to get someone to go towards something else. You should put something that's you in it. By that, I don't mean your stuff. I mean hair, nails. If you're comfortable, blood, spit. Pee. Some people are not. If you don't use pee, water and pneumonia. Here's another great way to do spells. My ex was a witch, and he taught me this. You take your name and you write it, and you put your magic into it, and then and that will protect you too. It's simple and oh yeah, salt's great for that. And there's also what we call witch's salt, which is salt, pepper, charcoal. Most people that are witches will use charcoal disc. You grind them all up together. Some people, me included, put herbs in them. I'll tell you what mine are. I put rosemary and basil. Them are the ones that I like. Mix them all together, and that is protection salt. Well, black salt, black witch's salt, and you can put them in jars, in the real little jars, and put them around your house, or you can spread them in the corners of your window sill, at the top of your doorways. Not to say that you have to use what I do. Tinker with it. Here's some other things that are good for protection that people don't ever talk about and work. These are the ones I never hear anyone talk about, except every once in a while. There is agate root, ashes from anything, whether you're burning something and you have ashes in a thing, or if you smoke, ashes from that, anything like that is good. Another thing, if you're doing a protection spell and you have like incense that are designed for that, the ashes from your incense are great for protection. So don't throw them away when you get rid of them. Save them for the next time you do a working, or put them into your jar with the rest of the stuff you have. Roots. Ginger is really good for protection. So is mint. Ginger, mint, and cloves are considered healing herbs. And like I said, they are three that most people don't talk about, but they are good for protection. And think about it, cloves. They've got them little pointy things on them when you see them, unless they're ground up. Obviously, all these things that I'm talking about, if you have candles or crystals that are in these scents, yeah, they're great for them. Talismans. Most everybody that follows me watches horror movies, so you should know what a talisman is. Oftentimes, it's got magic and power in it, but you have to enchant them. Okay, I wore this for a reason. You can take a simple, ordinary ring, and enchant it. And actually, I wore this one because this is a Chinese symbol and it's supposed to bring you good luck and protective elements. Some things are definitely good for that, and you can do double duty, put your magic into it, and it's already like the evil eye. It's a myth that it's bad. The evil eye catches evilness in its eye. That's why it's on the American bills, um, on top of the pyramids. Hello, are you coming? We're live. Hello, the Hatchet Boys. Nice to see you. Another thing that's good to do if you have if you're going to put boards up, protection wards, don't just do it for yourself. If you got pets, whether they're yours or someone you live with pets, you want to put their hair. You want to put the person you're living with hair in there too. I got a baby and I rock him well. I take him well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give him a yeah. Yo, Grumpy. I'm sorry. Hey, my baby. Um, what are you doing? And let's see, what's some other the yin and yang, because it's duality, black and white, is definitely a protection element to that. And you can put your energy in it or not, but you'll have protection that way. There's a lot of symbols. I'm not going to go into all of them because that is way too many. And some of them I know the pictures, but I don't know the name. The triads one, most people don't know what it is unless I tell them. But if anyone's ever seen the Book of Shadows and Charmed, that's the triad. The thing that's on the front of that book. Just look up Charmed Book of Shadow and you'll know what it is if you don't know what that is. The Triple Goddess is another one. Any kind of symbol that's to do with religion is good. I mean, you can even use a cross. I even have a Celtic cross, which is not Christian. No matter what you think. and it's enchanted. I don't wear it very much, but it makes me kind of hyper and high when I wear that dang thing because I tried to enchant the damn thing when I was smoking. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, I'm not going further than that. Of course, somewhere in this room that Celtic cross is, and I have it boxed up. I'm not sure where it's at, even if I wanted to wear it. Um, but yeah, um, let's see. What is some other kind of here's some off the wall things that you would probably never think of, but some of it I've heard, and others are things I've used in spells for protection. I'm not going to say which. Awesome. Um, Stuff like shark's tooth, baby teeth, Jack's teeth. No, I said, um, I don't know why, but he had these teeth and they were falling out. Bones from like chickens and animals. Um, I even have a deer skull that I enchanted, and I use it for protection. I use it for other stuff too, but I got three. Um, I'm not sure if the moon's out yet here. It just seems like it's gray right now. Is there anything that y'all want to add? Do y'all know any protection spells or things that y'all consider part of things to while I'm waiting, I'm going to tell you some colors that are good as protection. Um, some will be obvious. I'm not saying the biggest one that I said a little while ago first. But brown is a good protective one because brown it represents earth and it heals itself all the time. And I keep emphasizing healing equals protection. They kind of go hand in hand. When next one, green, obviously, and blue. Blue for water. White too, because some water is white, clear, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, red. Hear me out. Fire is very protective. The only element that isn't protective is my favorite one, air. Trust me, you cannot have protection when air does not protect you. It takes you around and slings you. Wind is chaotic, kind of like me. But yeah. So yeah, all the elements, earth, air, earth, fire, water, are all protective elements. You can use any of them for protection. But the best one, in my opinion, is fire. Um, Another thing, if you have stuff that, like ointments or that is supposed to protect your cuts and everything, you can use that for protection and protection magic. I'm just trying to give you a little creativity, things that think outside the box. When you don't have money and you want to protect yourself magically, this is what they did back when in the old days when most witches were healers. They used what they had, and I'm all about using what you have. So yeah, get creative with it. Another color that's protective is orange. Obviously, flames, fire. Yellow. Well, yeah. And like I said, you don't have money. You don't have this stuff that I'm saying. Take a walk. Go into the woods. Unless you don't live close to one. But I guarantee you that you might find stuff that's like weeds and everything, and you can use that. Get inspired. Um, Now let's talk about the animals that represent protection. Bear. The next one, people could argue with me in the comments. I know what I'm talking about. They protect themselves any means necessary, but they do warn people. They're not as bad as people let off. Snakes. You heard me. Come on, people. I don't want to hear it. Snakes are a protective animal. Cats. Any kind of cat. Any feline thing. Any kind of dog. Well, wolf, because dogs come from wolves. Owls. Mythological animals. Dragons. Unicorns. Dolphins are another one. Sharks. Well, see if your cat will work with you in a spell. And if they do, then you have protection. Unless they've already worked with you. Turtles are another one. Donkeys. Goats. Any animal that has horns. Bulls. Sheep. Rams. Cows. Like I said, any animal that has horns, elks included. Deer. Hello, Hobbs. I don't know. Well, okay. Pan. Another name for Pan is the Green Man. He represents the devil, but he is an old god. The Christians wanted to change the rule books, and so they said the pagan gods were the devil. It's not true. The only animal I've ever heard of that is demonic or goats. And here's something else. It's the magic you put into something that makes it dark or light. Kind of like they talked about in the craft. If you take it to the edge, you're going to get the dark element to it. If you don't, it's not going to happen. I mean, like if you start summoning things, you're definitely going to get the darker things like this. Or if you use blood in your for your protection on your animals that you're doing, yeah, you're going to ask for trouble. But I know I was talking about blood earlier. Let me explain something to you. When you use blood, you're putting it into a jar and you're trying to create something that entities will gravitate towards instead of you. You don't put it on an animal that you want to protect your house or your room or whatever you have. Um, you're asking for trouble. Uh, you only use blood in certain things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't go out here and summon demons. It's your preference. you can do that. And I'm telling you right now, if you want a demon to come to you, you're going to have to give them something. They usually want blood. Does anyone else have any questions? I think that one of the reasons why people fear it is because of all the things, especially with the Bible and movies and people putting out books that are misleading. A minute. Another, yeah, thanks, Jen. I here's some other ones that people used to do that nobody really does now. And I think my grandma does. Horseshoes over the door because they're made of iron, and a lot of things are demons, fairies, other stuff do not like iron. So, iron stakes, iron horseshoe, yeah, horseshoes, things like that are great. And it's a little pricey to get railroad spikes, but if you can get them, and I'm not talking about the new ones, I mean iron ones, um, it's worth it. Oh, yeah. Another one is cinnamon. Cinnamon is another protective element that it's better to have the sticks, but you can use the powder. And if they're old, even better because they're easy to break up and you can make them into chips. That's why balsams are made out of cinnamon. For anybody that don't know what a balsam is, it is a broom that's made out of straw and it's got cinnamon all over it. Hello, the sweet boy. Come here. Another thing. Skulls. Having skulls all around, you can enchant them, even if they're damn plastic. And they are good for protection from unwanted stuff. And I know a lot of people in the community that love skulls, so just put your energy into it. What in the world are you doing? Jack is trying to hide stuff. If y'all wonder what I'm talking about. And I'm asking him what he's doing. Not that I'll get an answer, but come here. Oh, if you find like a stone, they call them hackstones, but I'll tell you what they are. It can be a shell, it can be a stone, it can be anything, but it has a hole in it. Them are great for protection. Somewhere in my room, I have like 3 of them, but I don't know where they're at right now. And I'm telling you right now, they are not protective if you make them into a hackstone. You go out and you look for a pebble or stone that has a hole in it. That's the best way to find it. Out in nature, no stores, you get it off the grave. He's driving me crazy. He making too much noise. Come here. Come here. Come here. What do you want, Winnie? Come here, Ronnie. Come on. Come here, Ronnie. Obviously, if you have, if you commune with spirits, like your your ancestors, they are great for protection. But if you're new to the craft and you're starting out, I give it a little time before I do that. Unless you have immediate family that you could connect with that have died, you know personally. I have a necklace that has my uncle's ashes in it, and he's I commune with him and my dad and my other uncle. They are brothers. Oh, I was trying to show you my book. But yeah, there's all sorts of symbols that represent. Some people call this the Star of David, but it's depending on where you find it, it's considered different things. But that is a protective symbol. It's also considered a Celtic star, depending on who you ask. Like I said, the evil eye. I mean, that's a good depiction of it, of that, or that. And over here is infinity. And I don't know what symbol is more. I mean, even the hospitals do it here in the United States. It's a snake that's got infinity. So, yeah, thank you for coming and enjoy your night. Another one is deity. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. I've been on for an hour, and What little over an hour. But yeah, and looks like nobody's here. So, night, everyone. Tell everybody good night. Remember, be the person you're meant to be, not the one that everybody expects you to be. Later.